and prepare before this celebration of Grandma's life. So we're going to go through some photo albums to put together a slideshow.
To know how to handle the emotions and all of that. And so as we shared with her, Grandma's in a better place, but we're not going to see her for a while, but she would want us to go on with life.
Here we are taking Grandma's dress to the funeral home. I think all of these details just make really sink in.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Monday, July 25th, and it's been a very busy few days. It was the weekend here and it was kind of cool, and then it rained, so I was like inside most of the weekend. If you guys got outside and had a good time, good on you. I hope you all had a good weekend. I'm back better than ever. If you are new to this channel, you should know that I don't stream on the weekends generally, and I just do my uploads throughout the week. So welcome back. Remember last week how we were talking about how Deanna Duggar may have been throwing some shade at her brother? Well, let's just say that it wasn't just shade, because she actually threw a truth bomb at her brother on Instagram. And I'm like, want to caveat this, that anytime Deanna and Amy have something to say, I feel like there's something promoting coming along the way. And there is a Duggars Amazon documentary in the works, by the way, and I'm pretty sure that Amy and Deanna are a part of it. Because Deanna continually posts about how, just wait, more's coming, the truth will come out. Yeah, that's true. And every time someone says the truth is going to come out, I'm always like, okay, what's coming up? What show are you going to be on? Well, I think she's going to be in the new docu-series on the Duggars, which hasn't had an announcement on what date that's going to be starting on Amazon Prime. But I know that Deanna and Amy were a part of that. So she was maybe throwing some shade last week about how you can recover and out of bad situations, and you learn about who's in your life during your hard times and who's not there, and who's just I don't know how you would say it, there for you when they only need you, and then once they don't need you anymore, they're gone. Well, if you're not familiar with Deanna, it was actually her birthday a couple weeks ago, and now she's actually sending a direct message to her brother, Jim Bob Duggar. So if you don't know anything about them, Jim Bob and Deanna are siblings. She is the older sister. He's the younger brother. They only have each other. Both their parents are no longer here. Dad, Jimmy, he passed years ago, and then Miss Mom, Mary Duggar, Grandma Duggar that everyone loved, she passed away in June of 2019. So she and Deanna were very, very close, and they actually lived together. And because of that, Deanna's had a hard time with her mother's passing, and obviously with her brother being her only direct living relative from her immediate family, she's probably feeling all kinds of feels right now. So on her Instagram, she said this: I am not a hypocrite for speaking the truth. I don't know if Jim Bob called her a hypocrite. I don't know if people are calling her a hypocrite. I'm not quite sure why people would say that she's a hypocrite, but she says she's not a hypocrite for speaking the truth, which kind of felt like she was responding to something. So she left some more comments on her Instagram. One said, I've already said true forgiveness is the key. I've forgiven and I have moved on. You find out who true family is when tragedy strikes or serious things happen. Let people talk. Amy and I did what was right, and much more will be revealed later on. It drives me bonkers when they always say, and more will be revealed later on. Pickles. Pickles from Facebook. She said, yes, you were on the right side and spoke the truth. You knew, but I don't think you've moved on. That can take time. Donate your Jim Bob's birthday money to a charity that helps exploited children, and delete all contacts you don't want to hear from. Live your life. And then someone said, I'm curious because you keep sending hints, but to us, it's hard to know what they mean. I mean, we get that you're directed to Jim Bob, but what exactly about? And then she said, thank you to everyone who sent me encouraging and uplifting comments. The ones who disagree with me, you were not there when I had the conversation with a family member. I just want everyone to know I was shocked. For the record, I was not raised in the IBLP. My mother encouraged my brother and I to go to some conferences, but I never believed in it. I thought IBLP had some different beliefs. Now, my mother loved it. Whoa! She's confirming that Mary Duggar loved the IBLP. Whoa! Holy moly, they have always denied a connection to the IBLP with Mary. I have never recalled anyone in the Duggars ever claiming that Mary Duggar was actually involved in that. Holy bajoli. So she's saying that Grandma loved the IBLP, that she did not. And then she said, yes, I said, I wish everyone could get along. I took a very big stand against the lies and the deceit. I really would like an apology from some family members. Don't tell me, oh, it's just an ex-con and nothing to worry about. Really? Well, I see there's no ex-con and my nephew is in prison. I wonder what prompted this latest response. Did she have a conversation with Jim Bob, or was it just like the card, the birthday card that she got in the mail from him that like had money in it? Like, why did she get so mad? Then Pickles said, I'm confused. I'm a little confused too. Apparently Jim Bob gave Deanna money for her birthday and Deanna became upset about that and it triggered her. And that's what I'm getting from her post. Plus the old news that Jim Bob is blaming Caleb Williams for Josh's crimes and is intent on framing him to free his golden child. The courts and God won't deal with Jim Bob's crap though, and it's sad that Anna and her children are being fed that lie. So my question here is, why is she so mad? And why is she getting so upset? And so she said, you're right. So then so the birthday card part is here. Hugs, keep speaking the truth. Honestly, I wouldn't expect an apology from them. You both know that they won't apologize for it. And she said, you're right. Oh, they can send me a birthday card with money and think everything's fine. Crazy. I like nothing was ever said. No lies though. And then someone said, because money and a card fixes everything. And she said, sad to say it does not. My mother would be furious if she was here. That's what started this. A birthday card from Jim Bob and some cash prompted her to say, I'm not a hypocrite for speaking the truth. And my mom was the one that liked the IBLP. I was never in the IBLP. She had us attend some conferences when we were teens. You know, I've never said that Deanna was in the IBLP. She's definitely not in the IBLP. She's always been very outspoken about the IBLP. But Mary did introduce them, and that was something Deanna actually told me like last year maybe? I don't know. Anyways, so she's mad at Jim Bob because she got a birthday card and it's triggered her, and she's mad because she wants an apology from him. She's not a hypocrite for telling the truth. You know, it's hard for me to know if it was the card that set her off, but she has been leaving these little like posts for like a week where it felt like she was talking directly to Jim Bob. And then she just flat out says, I want an apology, but I'm tired with the lies and the deceit. The weird thing is that she gets this card, and I wonder if they even spoke before she got the card. So put yourself in Deanna's shoes real quick. Just sit down for a second, grab your coffee and tea. Let's just chat about this. You're in the middle of a really tough time with your family. You and your sibling, you find out that your nephew or niece did something really bad, and your brother or sister tells you that it wasn't your niece or nephew that did this thing. It was this weird, creepy guy that worked at the car lot with your nephew or niece. And it's that weird, creepy guy that did everything and set your sibling or your nephew or niece up. And then you go through the trial and you find out all the evidence, and it turns out your nephew or your niece, by the way, did this. You continue to blame the person the creepy guy that worked at the car lot for everything that your niece or nephew did. And now you haven't spoken since the arrest, right? So since before the arrest, you haven't spoken to them, or it's been shortly there after the arrest that you've spoken, and you have no contact with them, and then you get a birthday card and it's like, happy birthday, Deanna, here's some money. Okay, I would be pissed too. I would be annoyed, but maybe it's like an olive branch. Like, do you think Jim Bob just sends cards and money to people thinking that as long as he gives people money and sends them cards and like sends them well wishes, they'll just forgive him of his dirty deeds? So is Deanna basically saying like, I'm not going to, like, this isn't going to fix this, like money isn't going to pay me off this time? Is that what she's saying? I actually kind of like the idea that Pickles had, and Pickles hates me, by the way, but who doesn't lately? Like, everyone on YouTube hates me. Anyways, I like Pickles' idea, actually. Pickles said to donate the money to the missing and exploited, like a charity for the missing and exploited children. I love that idea. Why doesn't Deanna take the money that Jim Bob paid, cash it, and then donate it to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children? Which, by the way, this reminds me, I should donate there. I love that charity. They do so much amazing work to help children that are impacted by CSAM. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does a lot of amazing work, and every single year they help children, and they help children that have been trafficked in the CSAM industry. They help with making tip lines. There's a cyber tip line, so if someone has been a victim in this situation, they can contact them and say, hey, I know that I have content that's out there. Can you help me get it removed? They can help with that. They offer services for individuals that have been impacted by that. Obviously, they help find children. They offer legal resources, so education. They do so much to help people that have been impacted. They've got their Amber Alerts there, and they also do exploitation resources, which help removing content, locating therapists, peer support, and others. So if you're interested in helping people that have been impacted and want to work with an organization that does good work, consider donating that money, Deanna, to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Okay, so Deanna Duggar is saying that there's more to come soon. And I think this, again, is the Amazon docuseries. You know, at this point, I get a little bit, like, I feel like more is to come is kind of disingenuous. Like, if you have something to say, I kind of feel like just say it. But obviously she knows she can't because she's under contract. But then just like, don't leave me hanging, you know, because I'm nosy and I want to know now and I don't like to wait. So I'm just being honest. I mean, like, come on. I don't know when the series is coming out, and I don't know what bombs Deanna would potentially be able to drop at this point that we don't know about, but you never know. She has been pretty open about everything, but obviously a birthday card set her off because she doesn't forgive Jim Bob. So basically the tagline I'm getting out of this is, I don't forgive you, Jim Bob. A card fixes nothing. That's what she said. Do you agree with Deanna? Does a card fix nothing? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.